just for existing. I don't feel like we get thanked for just existing enough. We're pressured to do things. But sometimes just existing is a lot. Today, though, it is my mission to tackle an uncomfortable topic that is often talked about by other people talking about ASMR for our purposes to not make the robots angry. We are going to call it effish or effishization. I think it is important to address because it affects creators as well as those consuming the content. I am reading notes. So don't let anyone come back later and say she claims she wasn't reading something. I'm totally reading something. This is really important to me. And quite honestly, it made me very angry during a recent comment. I think it is important to address because it affects creators as well as those consuming the content. Effishization affects us all. When I first told my dad I was doing ASMR, he decided I was making adult films. He had seen a news report, and that's what he thought ASMR was. To be honest with you, I'm still not sure he's not convinced that I do naughty things for people for money. I do a lot of goofy and stupid things. But whatever, let's move on. The association of efishes. Wait, I should have picked an easier word. I should have tried saying it once or twice. With ASMR hurts anyone who enjoys this community. And in my experience, it is a welcoming and kind community full of acceptance. Until you get to certain kinds of ASMRs. Balloons and beach balls being a big one I see criticized regularly. To go off script or not to go off script. For me, ASMR, yeah, I said that right. For me, ASMR is about anxiety relief. But ASMR is a lot of things to a lot of people. Some people enjoy the tingling sensation. Some people are simply looking for relief from insomnia. And for those looking for ASMR of a sexual nature, unfortunately, despite their terms of service, it seems like YouTube is happy to provide it. But one thing you won't see on my channel is corn hub. But with a P. Thumbnails baiting you with adult content. Although I am toying with the idea of trying to find some kind of effish-esque, not full effish, but something for the thumbnail for this video. Yeah. I have to try clickbait at least once. But I think it's important to understand that literally every video on YouTube could be someone's fetish. But when you categorize entire topics as bad, that didn't go well. But when you categorize entire topics as bad, then you are stigmatizing the enjoyment of something that could indeed be quite harmless. Why might someone watch a balloon popping ASMR? They may have globophobia. Call Me Chris has spoken about suffering from this. And ASMR may be a non-threatening way to get exposure to the sound of popping without being in the physical presence of the object of their phobia. Some people may enjoy the symbolism, feeling so anxious they feel like they're going to explode, and watching it metaphorically may provide relief. And honestly, some people just like to get the shit scared out of them. I mean, why do people watch scary movies or ride roller coasters? I don't. I hate it. But for some people, anticipation and then a clear finalization of an event provides them with endorphins that may aid in their experience of the coveted tingles. I mean, one could argue all ASMR is about a pleasurable sensation. I can't control whether that gives someone adult gratification any more than I could if I was on here doing makeup tutorials. People are freaks, man. To illustrate my point, I am going to put some words on the screen that you may not know are fetishes, to show how even the most innocent things found frequently across all genres can be consumed for devious purposes. So the first one is this one is the sun's rays. Are we going to start calling people who enjoy sunshine dirty and nasty? Or just the ones we don't understand? Everyone has their own set of life experiences that shape how they interact with the world. Statues. Do we have to start having those dudes who pretend to be statues stop around kids? Is the Louvre a dirty place now? When you like a person of extreme stature, either giant or dwarf, do we stop allowing creators like Taylor Riley to be themselves because someone could be gross about them? Or I can't remember the part that comes before it, but Shauna. I mean, I know TLC does some questionable stuff, but do we have to label them adult content now? Is when a man is excited for himself in female form? Guess that makes putting on your makeup videos out of the question. What if a boy who is not gender fluid or trans gets too much enjoyment? clearly all those videos are contributing to adult fantasies for some and are inappropriate. Caverns, crevices, and valleys. Let's get our pitchforks ready to attack the rock climbing community. Obviously, that was sarcasm. The entire point of this video is that the broad generalizations need to stop. I mean, we only hit a small amount of 2 letters. Some other things you might not know are ephesus are sneezing. Better think twice before going out in public with allergies. Falling downstairs. Feces. Insects. The elderly. Tickling. Stone and gravel. Bees and wasps. Psychological pain. If you have been in ASMR very long at all, I know you have seen all the toxic role plays. So, do we start passing judgment on those? Do we have to cancel Trisha Paytas again? I've seen her do one. I think it was based off a TV show. Fog. Noses. Like, how do you escape having a nose? I refuse to start covering everything because that's probably an fetish too. Some people are into stuttering. Some people get turned on by the idea of hell. So I guess we can't threaten people with that. They might like it. My point is that it is very frustrating to me when people turn everything into a sexualized thing. That's part of why people don't get help for their own mental health. Everyone is constantly judging everyone else. And yet, why the hell are people still supporting these big creators doing illegal things, especially involving children? But that isn't in their content, so it's okay. I don't get it. You can't berate me and go watch another YouTube video and not keep the same energy. I'm tapping on balloons and beach balls, and sometimes I pop them. Not even every time. Sometimes. I'm trying to help all kinds of people. Why do we get to say what people are allowed? Why do we get to say what people are allowed to respond to something? You are not allowed to like balloons at all. You are not allowed to like vinyl beach balls or air sounds. If you do, you're some kind of deviant. That isn't fair. And if you disagree with me, that is fine too. But it doesn't mean you can attack me, my channel, or most importantly, my audience. Because I am trying to create a space here where people can just get relief from the monsters in their own heads. If someone tells me I'm pretty, do I have to assume it's a sexual thing? Because honestly, even gay men have told me I'm pretty. It's often hard for me to accept compliments because I struggle with the fear of being judged by other people. But one thing I have always been able to do well is defend people people I care about, and I care about the people who interact with me every day in the comments. Doing this YouTube thing has been one of the hardest things I have ever pushed myself to do. I have spent my life wanting to be invisible and disappear into the background. But I also want to help people. And when people started responding, saying that I helped them, that was the best feeling ever. To know that I had somehow made someone's day easier or better. Why does that have to be turned into something bad? I'm learning and growing just like everyone else. I'm going to therapy, working on my issues. I'm taking responsibility for the fact that I have a distorted worldview because of things that were out of my control as a child. They shaped my view of the world, sometimes in ways that made me judge others, and sometimes in ways that made me judge myself. And both of them were wrong. But they also helped keep me alive. In ways they protected me. Also, I am very, very demisexual. I have to have an emotional bond to feel attraction. Most people can be like, oh, that dude is so hot. But that is like alien to me. Like, I've heard so many women who are like, Luke Bryan. I can't just look at someone and be like, oh, I want to have his children. And I can't have an emotional bond with an object. So 1000%, it is not my intent to make adult-natured ASMR. But I don't think anyone should be shamed for just liking something or finding it calming. I really like zip ties, water sounds, typing, and the little boingy thingies that keep the doorknob from going through the wall. I don't have any, or I'd have already made a video. But I'm not attracted to any of them. Don't make assumptions about other people. I'm not keeping hostages here. You're free to leave. Just don't attack me on your way out. And don't make assumptions about my intentions, because it is really triggering for me. And I'm not a person who gets angry, but when I get angry, I get angry. I guess the next time anyone tells me that I'm pretty, I'll just say, I have a boyfriend. No thanks. I just wanted to pop back and say I may not have chosen all my wording perfectly. And I know a lot of times things that sense to me. Don't make sense to other people. But I'm really bothered by all the judgment that I see, not only for myself and my intentions, but for my audience. I mean, who gets to decide that if you like a certain type of ASMR, it has to be some kind of perverted thing? I just really don't like it. So thanks for listening. I'm just really struggling over life. I'm struggling over life. No. It just bothers me when people are so narrow-minded. I mean, I guess I have to put my big girl panties on and accept it because it's the internet. But I feel like somebody should say something, because I don't feel it's fair to classify everyone based on a small group of people. Also, one of my fillings fell out, so if you see it in this video, I'm sorry. I don't know if that's an fetish somebody has, but every time I put a temporary in, as soon as I go to snap gum, it ends up in the gum, and they can't get me in until June. So I'm doing the best I can.